Hello, and thank you for joining me for this puppetry project. Today we are going to be making a puppet theater, followed by a series of different types of puppets. For your puppet theater, you will need a cardboard box, a marker or pencil, scissors, markers, crayons, or paint, construction paper, and glue or glue stick. To start, you will need a box. Any box, just as long as it's pretty thick cardboard and nice and strong. Now there are two ways to actually form your puppet theater. One way is to draw a window on each side, in which case those are good for finger puppets and hand puppets because it gives you enough space to bring your hand up and show it through the window of the theater. You could also make a hole in the front portion as well as a window on the bottom, in which case it's best to use your popsicle stick puppets. So let's just go ahead and we will draw a window in the front. I like to leave about 2 fingers worth of space on each edge. This will make sure that our theater is still strong enough that it won't fall apart when we're cutting it. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a little window on the bottom. And now very gently we're going to take some scissors and poke right into that window and then start cutting. So fast forward through the cutting step. I now have a window on each side of this box, and I've also done a version, a much larger version, where the window is in the front and underneath. Once you have successfully cut your windows, it's time to decorate your theater. You can do this with crayons, markers, paint, or construction paper. I've chosen to go ahead and decorate with mine with a little bit of construction paper. Now after your theater has been constructed, you're going to want to make some backgrounds for your theater. The first one that I have done is an ocean background. I've got some sand and I've got a little bit of water going on here. I've made a second background. I've made a second background that is zoo themed. And you can make as many backgrounds as you'd like for as many stories as you'd like to tell. You can do forest, you can do mountains, you can do indoors, outdoors, whatever your heart desires, and you can do that with crayons, markers, or paint. After we've completed our theater and our backgrounds, it's time to start making some of our puppets. I would like to go ahead and start with popsicle stick puppets. For your popsicle stick puppets, you will need paper, markers, crayons, or colored pencils, scissors, glue or glue stick, a popsicle stick, or straw, or pencil. Now you can either do templates online, there's many templates of different creatures for popsicle stick puppets, or you can draw some of your own. If you choose to draw your own, we're going to go ahead and start with a simple sketchbook and sketch out whatever we'd like. I'm going to do a nice little sea turtle. And then you're going to go ahead and take whatever you're using, crayons, markers, paint, and fill in that little sea turtle that you've created. after we've cut them out, I always recommend attaching them to a little bit of cardboard. This is a very thin cardboard. This is just part of a cracker box. And it just allows them to be a little stronger and last a little longer than regular paper would. So go ahead. Use the glue stick. And then we're going to cut that out from the cardboard as well. Next, we're going to take our popsicle stick and our new little creature and either tape or glue them together. If you don't have a popsicle stick, that's okay. I also recommend paper straws or a pencil. Once we have all our creatures prepared, we can go ahead and set up our theater for a show. Notes on performance. Create a story. Books are a great source of inspiration. Make sure each character has its own unique voice. Place yourself behind your theater. We don't want to block the puppets. Make sure your puppets are flat to the audience. Move the puppet whom is speaking. There's something fishy under the sea. It seems everyone needs help today.
I've lost my way to school,
a lonely pufferfish says.
Can someone help me?
I can give you a hand, says Echo the octopus. Your school is that way. Echo points.
Thanks for helping, Echo,
the pufferfish says.
You are very kind.
The fish races to the school and Echo swims along. Echo hears a strange sound.
Yuck,
a voice says as green seaweed floats by.
I'm stuck in this sticky mess.
I can give you a hand, says Echo. Echo helps a sea turtle out of the sticky seaweed.
Thanks for helping, Echo,
the sea turtle says.
You are very kind.
The sea turtle glides away and Echo swims along. Echo hears a strange sound. Help! A voice says from behind two rocks. I was taking a walk and now I'm stuck. I can give you a hand, says Echo. Echo helps a red crab crawl out from under the rocks. That was a snap, says the crab. Thanks for helping, Echo. You are very kind. The crab scoots away and Echo swims along. It's nice to give a helping hand, especially when you have 8 hands to give, Echo says. But all this work has made me tired.
We can give you a hand,
says the pufferfish, the sea turtle, and the crab. And then Echo's friends dig him a soft, sandy bed. Thanks for helping, Echo says. He snuggles in for a nap. You are all very kind. His friends hear a strange sound. A voice says from the sand. Echo snores away as his friends swim along. The end. I hope you enjoyed my little production. That was my version of Echo the Octopus, which is a book that I found online. When you were watching my production, I hope that you noticed that I did different voices for each one of the characters and moved the characters so that my audience knew who was speaking. Make sure that you keep your characters in frame whenever you are doing your performance, and that way people know where to focus. Now that we've done our first performance, we can move on to making some other puppets. The puppet that I would like to work on today is called a marionette. Now, some of you may be familiar with marionettes from the story of Pinocchio. Pinocchio is a puppet that is controlled by strings. All marionettes are controlled by strings. And today we are going to be making this adorable little penguin marionette. Now you'll notice, for this guy, we actually only have 3 strings. We have 1 tethered to his head and 2 to his feet. So when he's moving, you just waddle your stick and he waddles his little feet. Just like that. Now how we're gonna make this. A paper or styrofoam cup, a coloring utensil such as a marker, paint, or crayon, scissors, glue and or a glue stick, tape, string, construction paper or foam or cardboard, a stick or ruler or popsicle stick. We'll start with a cup. Now you're going to turn this cup upside down so that the bottom part of your cup is actually the top part of your penguin's head, and the opening is where we're going to put the feet. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. First, we are going to take our cup and we are going to draw on it and make a little penguin belly. So I've made my penguin's belly. Then you're going to want to go ahead and color in the cup. You can do this with paint or with marker. I'm just using my marker. Voila, nice and colored in. Once you have it all colored in, you have your nice little belly. Now, you don't have to go with black and white. You could do any color you would like. If you'd rather have, say, a blue belly and a red body, that's perfectly fine. Whatever you would like, but I'm going traditional. So after we have our body made, we're going to sit that aside for a minute and we're going to work on the feet. The best way to make the feet is to take whatever material you're using, whether it be foam or construction paper, and fold it in half. We are then going to draw a little foot. So you'll notice my little foot has an ankle and 3 little toes. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that. It doesn't have to be perfect, and they can be really big feet. My other penguin has a very big foot. Now the reason I've had you fold this in half is so that our feet match. So now we're going to go ahead, here's my foot, we're going to cut that out. So because I folded my paper, I have 2 perfectly identical feet. We're now going to glue these. Now, where we're wanting to glue these is right about where the belly line ends. So if you can center your foot to where you're gluing it right in between that little line of the belly, we're going to glue those and then we're going to set it aside again. So let me just put a little glue on there. Set him aside over here, let him dry a little bit. Next, we're going to go ahead and work on the wings. So just like with our feet, we're going to fold our paper in half and start at one edge. We're going to make a triangle, but it's a triangle with a curve. So, just going to curve it all the way up to there. Now, if you were to open this up, kind of look like that. You could also do it the other direction, and then you look like a hill. So now I'm going to go ahead and separate these wings. So I have two little red wings. If I want, just to give it a little hint of the rest of the body color, I can go ahead and make a little black mark across the top. Because penguins have a little bit of black and then white on the inside. For this one, he's going to have a little red on the inside. As you can see from this guy, he has just a little bit of black on the top and then white on the inside of his wings. Now I'm going to go ahead and bend my wing just a little bit so I have a spot to glue it. So you see I've created this nice little tab. Thankfully these pieces of paper are different colors so you can see the tab a little easier. So I have a tab on one side. After you have secured your penguin's wings, we're going to add his eyes and his beak. Now, just like with our feet, I like to fold my paper in half, and that way the beak will be the same on the top as it is on the bottom. Now, if I open this up, it's going to look kind of like a little oval, and when I close it, a little beak. So now we're going to go ahead and glue on our beak. Finally, we're going to add our eyes. Now if you have googly eyes, you can go ahead and put those on. And if you don't, you can go ahead and take paper and make your own eyes. Hopefully you can see my little eye there. Now on my first penguin, I did my own eyes. Those are just little pieces of construction paper with a dot in the middle. On this penguin, I'm going to go ahead and do the googly eyes. There we go. Isn't he cute? The last thing we need to do is secure our strings to our marionette. Our first string is going to go right into the top of our penguin's head. You can go ahead and just tape this. So it should look like this. This string you're going to put in the center of your stick. So let me clear this guy. I'm going to put it right in the center. Okay. And you can tie that, you can tape that, whatever works for you. I'm going to tie mine. Alright, so we have one string secured to our marionette's head. So our next string is going to be secured just above where the left foot is. So right on the edge of the cup. And you can go ahead and tape that. And then it's going to be connected to the left side of our stick. We'll get another string, which will go on our right penguin foot. So this will be just about the same place that you glued or taped on your penguin foot, right above it, and actually connected to the cup, not the foot, because if we connect to the foot, we might rip his foot off. We don't want to do that. And then you're going to connect it to the right side of your stick. Now you'll want to try and get your strings all about the same length, and that way whenever you move your stick, they move together. So right now you can see I'm waddling my stick side to side, and that makes my penguin waddle side to side. And that is our project. So I hope you enjoy your penguin, have fun playing with your marionette, and I wish you many more fun puppet shows. Bye guys!